See, Blessing looks so great when he stays in the vacuum and the front relaxed. He needs to practice to hold that for at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, he just needs to elongate because he's got a bit thicker on the obliques there, and when he can lengthen that a little bit.
Devon Barnes looks like the condition's a little bit better than last week.
Quarter turn right.
Antonio showing a great side profile. Conditioning's great.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, Rafa's conditioning still a clear off from the back.
He's still off, yeah.
Rafa is still behind. Devon from behind is still behind. Wellington looking pretty good from the back, and then Blessing with a great back.
Quarter turn.
And still in pretty good shape, but not great, but I think he's equal to New York.
Tons of thickness front to back for Blessing from the side there, though.
You're right, Dennis. When Blessing holds that stomach, his physique is completely different.
He's covering up, you can see.
Yeah, he's having trouble holding.
Yeah. That's gonna hold him back.
Yeah.
But Tonio, it's not even close here.
No,
it's not
in that
close.
group, no. All right, next group here, we're going to get Timothy Klein, Brandon Curry, our first look there, Nathan Epler, Ron Gordon, and Sasan, I believe.
The first thing I see is Brandon looking big and in shape.
Front double bicep.
Nate Epler looking pretty solid, too.
Ron Gordon looking big as a house as usual.
Brandon looks great, though.
In good condition. Sasan looking on. Sasan is definitely peaked well. I think Sasan is going to beat Rafa at this show.
Yeah, I mean, look at the conditioning on Sasan. Glutes are stripped.
Yes.
It's impossible to ignore the conditioning. Look at that.
Brandon looks great, but I think he's a little less conditioned than he was in his last outings. Yeah,
Sasan's conditioning is
Sasan is like a different level, man, than everybody else. Nathan Epler looking a little better than Detroit. Definitely got in better shape for this show.
Yeah. I hope this comes across on the stream the same way as we're seeing it right now. Yeah, because Brandon is just slightly.
Just a slight film.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I expected.
That's what you said before the show, Dennis. And I think you're right. I think Tonio is just going to be a little bit too much. But here we got Smoke King, Crizzo, Walter. Then we have Chris and Patrick. And God, Crizzo is just a mountain of a man. Like
the arms just hanging off there.
Yeah, but he needs to. He cannot stand like this. Not even when he has to elongate. He has to elongate even walking in.
Those delts, like the width,
overwhelming.
Shoulder to shoulder is just overwhelming to see. Quads are completely stripped out. His conditioning is phenomenal. And he is learning to pose. Look at that quarter turn. It's beautiful.
Quarter turn.
So we'll see from the back here.
Whatever he's doing,
conditioning
practice. All the practicing he's doing is working. That back pose is also
definitely perfect. A bit better.
His lower half is great now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really impressed with his even hamstrings, glutes have come up.
But look at that back double bicep.
Pretty decent on the back there, yeah.
I think Crizzo is learning how to pose.
Yeah, no, that's good. It looks pretty.
It's about time.
I know, Dennis, but now that means we got a show. Because you're going to put him next to Tonio.
But he's still. That's what I'm saying. If both are on, Tonio wins 10 out of 10 times. In my opinion,
I got to see him next to each other.
No, but
sorry, go ahead, Ian.
I was going to say the improvements that Crizzo's made in his lower half has been, pretty dramatic. I mean,
yes.
You think even a year ago, the quads were good, but they're definitely made a big improvement.
I'll tell you this. This is how I feel about this now.
Yeah.
I think Crizzo can beat Brandon.
Yes, I agree.
Today.
Yes. But even from the back, his glutes and hamstrings, especially glutes, were really undersized compared to the rest of them.
He had no ass.
Yeah, they really don't stand out as like a visible weak point now. They kind of fit in well.
I think that's partially posing. You know what I really love about this is a lot of competitors will ignore people telling them, do this pose, do that pose, try this, try that. Crizzo looks like he's really taken on all of the criticism and fixed it.
Yeah, well, and he had the opportunity to go down to Pittsburgh here and pose with Tyler as well.
Yeah.
Get some feedback one-on-one with Tyler. But you could see on that back double, he's got that shoulder injury, which kind of prevented him from externally rotating, really getting that back double open. But you could see he kind of fumbled it a little bit, but then he kind of felt his point and really evened it out. Because that was the biggest thing. It's just the asymmetry between the left and right. But he was really getting into it there.
We got Blessing here. And as long as he's controlling that stomach, like Dennis said, I do believe he's hitting these shots well. The issue with Blessing is that the quads from the side are great, but from the front are a little bit shallow. So it makes the waist look even thicker. But he's controlling it well here in his individual round. He's got such good quads from the side. The hamstring drop is kind of a little bit imbalanced there, but like you said, he's controlling the waist well.
Yeah, it's getting harder for him, though.
Yeah, he had a small lapse there in the transition.
His back is absolutely
great density, great width.
I think his conditioning is good here.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, look, he could still be a little bit drier in the lower half.
But look, you got to give him props. He's been competing since March.
No, and the most important part, or the most impressive part, is you've seen continual improvements in showing to showing. It's not like he's been getting progressively worse instead of getting up there. It's been, progressing in the posing, the conditioning, which is very admirable.
Yeah, and he's another one. He's taking the criticisms. He's going back. He's getting harder. He's changing his posing and doing things to make himself look better, and that's good. That's what we want to see.
Please welcome your next competitor from Brazil, Wellington Batista.
Wellington's a little bit kind of came in under the radar. He's got a great physique. Structurally, it's actually put together very well.
Yeah, some nice sweeping quads.
A small waist, wide shoulders. I think the area where we lose him is in the back. I think his tan could be a little bit darker as well.
Great side chest.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think it might be an overall size thing as well. It looks like he's a little bit more mass on that upper body.
On the arms, too.
Yeah. Like the legs are great, but if he had matched the leg mass with the upper body mass, he'd be dangerous. But the lats here are a little bit high.
Sometimes it's so strange. We can have shredded quads from the front, and then you have softer hamstrings from the back.
Yeah. It's a good shot for him.
Yeah, but he need to work on it.
Yeah, get that air fully out. Good most muscular, a nice round delt.
Dennis woke up and shows violence today.
No, I mean, he's got great shape. I just like to see sometimes the guys work on their posing just a little bit more.
I agree with you. There's Devon Barnes, did New York. I think he got some judges' feedback about his conditioning and how it should be a little bit better. And he said he was going to come back harder at the show. So I think he still hasn't really hit the pro-level conditioning. I think he's good. Like, this is amateur-level conditioning, can win you a show with that shape. But I don't think this level of conditioning is going to take him far in the pro leagues. The shape he has is amazing. It's just he's got to match the conditioning.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit crisper, a little drier.
Yeah.
You can see still just like a small bit of thickness to the skin there,
But I almost feel like there's still body fat there.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
A little bit of that and a little bit of water that still needs to come off.
Good shape, though. That's great X-frame.
Yeah.
I think the level of conditioning he had in New York, 1 week wouldn't have been enough.
No, I agree.
To bring it into
You can see it's all there. Cross striations is there. He just needs to get that water.
He needs like 3-4 weeks
just to dig it down a little more and get that water out.
Yeah.
Nice small waist, though.
Getting a little harder as he poses, too.
Yeah, water's coming out of it now.
We welcome from Brazil.
All right, next up we got Raphael. He's coming up with third place in New York, sixth place earlier this year at the Arnold.
Rafa had been struggling a little bit. People always say he should do Classic. Obviously, he's way too big to do Classic. I believe that Rafa's kind of stuck in that middle ground where he's too big for Classic, but just needs more size, especially from the back, to be an open.
Yeah, to just move up from where he's been.
Yes.
You know, like he's obviously got a beautiful shape, really nice lines that can carry you really far, and a good amount of muscle. But to really crack up to that next level, you know, get into that top 6 and start consistently winning shows, there just needs to be a bit more tissue added, especially in the back, like you said.
Yeah, the critique I'm giving is not to say, I hope nobody takes it as me saying he's got a bad bodybuilder in any way. He's got a great physique. He's been as high as 7th at the Olympia. I'm saying for him to start winning these shows and beating Tonio and beating these guys that are kind of getting ahead of him, the mass on the back definitely has to improve.
Yeah.
And it's just he's a tall guy. He's got a big structure.
Yeah.
So he just needs to fill it out, you know?
You can see here the condition still needs to level up a bit. I mean, especially from the back. From the front, it's solid. You know, like Dennis was saying, you know, you can kind of have 2 different bodybuilders from the front and the back.
Yes.
You know, the conditioning here from the front isn't excellent, but it's definitely respectable.
It's pretty good, yeah.
You can see the quads, get some good deep lines. But from the back, you know, the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back still have a bit of a ways to go, you know?
Yeah. Such a beautiful shape, though, man.
Yeah.
It's like everything's put together so
round,
nicely.
nice flaring quads. Yeah. Small waist.
Fresh off a win just last week in New York.
I would like to see him with 10 pounds
Yes.
on this frame.
Especially on the back. Yeah.
All right, next up we got Tonio Burton coming fresh off his win in New York. See if he can repeat again here this weekend.
Tonio, honestly, is one of the most impressive bodybuilders in the IFBB to me.
Yeah,
I just think he's put together so beautifully. Like, this is, if you had to draw what a professional bodybuilder looks
it's a
like.
cartoon bodybuilder.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's crazy.
Super round, small waist.
I just like to see a little bit more hamstring.
Yeah, I mean, he's got those really billowing quads. You know, the hamstring just a little bit shallow there, but still.
Reminds me of Dexter with the hamstrings now.
Yeah.
You know? Because when you have a quad sweep like him, you know, it's hard to bring the hamstrings, you know, to have a hamstring drop because your quad is just so big. Yeah.
I mean, look at the back here, though.
But he's in shape.
It's incredible, man.
Super pretty X-frame.
I like how he's milking every pose.
Yeah.
If you're watching at home and you've never been to a bodybuilding show, you have to find a local show somewhere you can go to and see what this looks like in person. It is absolutely wild. You know, Dennis, I don't know if you get this, but now that I've been retired for about 10 years, when I see these guys, I'm more impressed than I was when I was competing. Like, it just blows my mind to see that.
Yeah.
Tonio at that size.
You get a bit more perspective from your mind being like polluted to thinking that's normal.
Yeah, because when you're normal size and you see that.
Yeah, you're around it, you train with these guys, you travel with these guys, you compete with them, it starts to become like normal for you.
Yeah.
And when you step out of it a little bit, you realize just how incredible it is, right?
Definitely. This is Timothy Klein coming out of Illinois. Good condition. Great quad. Look at the texture on the skin and laying over the quad there on the side. Lots of detail.
It's got a lot of muscle, too.
Yeah, stick.
Still a little shaky.
Yeah, I need
a
to
bit of trouble.
Practice that posing a little bit. He's definitely not showing his condition.
He's trying to
flex the glute.
He's trying to pop the hips up and then flex the glutes.
Yeah.
And that can be hard, especially when you can see he's up high on that toe on the left foot.
He's doing the Chris Cormier glute shake.
Yeah, it can be hard when you don't have like a firm base on that toe to really pop the hips and flex the glutes at the same time.
Look at the
It's got a lot of muscle, though.
Yeah,
A lot of muscle.
Jeez.
Yeah, super dry.
Good for him, man. Representing well. A little bit more muscle on the upper body, and he goes a little bit further, man. That's
the kind of athlete you want to pull to the side and you want to, have a talk.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of potential there.
Yes. Great chest thickness.
All right, thank you, Tim.
All right, next up here we got Brandon Curry.
Dennis, I think you were right. I hate admitting when you're right.
I think so, too.
But I think you were right. I think Dennis looks absolutely awesome for 45, or I believe he's 45. He's absolutely incredible. But I don't think it's the Dennis that we saw at the Arnold.
The Brandon.
Oh, the Brandon, sorry.
But thanks, though.
Yeah, well, you look like that still at 60. He's still incredible, though, man.
It's awesome from the front here, yeah.
It's just, it's like 1%.
Yeah, I want to see him next to Crizzo.
Yeah. that side profile,
Still got
man.
some crazy side
Like
profiles.
that hamstring drop with the quad, the arm thickness. He looks crazy from the side. Yeah. I think the area where he slips for Tonio is the back.
Yeah, especially waist down from the
Yeah,
back.
because Tonio is so crisp in the back, and Brandon loses a little bit of that detail.
Yeah,
from
the
back.
skin's just a little bit thicker on the back here. So you can see like lower glute, back skin's just still got a little bit of little thickness to it.
It would have been a great contest with Brandon with the shape he had at the Arnold.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember these guys were one place apart at the Olympia, right? They were 8th place and 9th place last Olympia. Brandon coming 8th and Antonio coming 9th.
Yes.
So, you know, I mean, even then they were very, very close to each other. So,
You know, it's crazy. Brandon's 45. Like, a lot of guys can't diet as long as he's been dieting. He's 45. He's still doing it.
I'm just barely holding it together and I'm 35.
We got Nate Epler. Nate, I don't know if Nate struggles with his tan, but I always feel like he's a little too light.
Yeah, a little on the light side.
He definitely could use a few more shades of tan to accentuate those lines. He's in good condition here. Listen, that's a beautiful shape. Great quads, shoulders, thick chest. Could be a little bigger everywhere.
Yeah, a little more in the arms.
A little size.
But it's all put together well. See, he brought the condition, the detail in the side leg there. Waist is tight.
But I have to say, I do remember him in more condition than
He has been.
yeah.
He has been, for sure.
I think this is,
Sorry, go ahead.
I think this is his 3rd show of the year. He did Detroit, your show earlier in the year, and then just did New York. Came up 8th place last week in New York.
I think this is the best he's looked this year, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good combination of a little bit more fullness and solid conditioning. You know, I think, like Dennis said, we've definitely seen him in a bit better condition. But he's trying to play, you know, that trade-off to get a little bit more size in the lineup with some bigger guys here. And I think this is a good middle ground, but I still would like to see him a little crisper.
I think maybe he's his own worst enemy because we've seen him peeled out of his mind.
Yeah.
So now, even though he's brought good condition, it's almost like, you know what he can bring. So it kind of like works against you a little bit.
Please welcome from Corona, California, Ronald Gordon.
Ron Gordon's always a crowd favorite. Massive chest, huge arms. Walking in at like 6'2", I believe.
Yeah, super tall, big frame.
But with a big frame comes gaps. And I think that's kind of the story with Ron, is we just need to fill that out a little
Look
bit
at
more.
that right biceps poop.
I know, it's crazy. Ron's got the craziest shoulders and arms. It's insane.
Yeah, he's really a physique you need to see up close in person to understand, you know.
Yeah.
A live stream doesn't quite give you the context for how big and impressive he is, but you see him up close and you really can see he's just a huge guy.
A really beautiful shape. It's just, you know, when you're that tall, you just kind of have to be a little bit thicker everywhere than everybody else.
Well, especially you got the long limbs, longer legs.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit harder to get mass on there, you know. Long arms.
I don't know if he's brought the condition. You know, a couple of years ago in Detroit, he competed there.
Yep.
We gave him the most shredded award that we give out there. I don't know if he's in that kind of shape, but it's good condition. It's not great.
Yeah, he needs to get a little better condition.
Yeah, it needs to be a little harder, yeah.
You know, a lot of people say, like, why do you pay so much attention to the glutes? I think this is why. It's because, like, when you see a guy get conditioned, the quads are always going to get conditioned first. The glutes are the last place to go.
Yeah, on a lot of guys, glutes, lower back is kind of where you'll see it.
Right. So for people watching at home, when we're focused on the glutes and the low back, it's because on guys, that's the last place they're going to lose their body fat. So that's the trademark of them being in shape.
All right, we got Stan up next. He's coming off a win at FIBO, right? So he's already Olympia qualified. Looks like a really good package here. Conditioning looks really good.
This is a very balanced physique. Everything fits together really, really well. The proportions are all equal.
Yeah.
He is definitely the most conditioned guy in the show.
Yeah, it's probably him and Chris.
Yeah, they're just showing crazy detail. Good, great job. Yeah, great job controlling that waist. And then here's the detail from the back. It's just nutty.
Glutes are just absolutely stripped out.
He's doing a better job of hitting that back double. He's got a little bit of a shoulder impingement issue, but seems to be getting it back now.
In my opinion, I think he's in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the mix.
Yeah.
He's definitely top 5.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I have him ahead of Rafa. I agree. Very impressive package.
Yeah, he's even better than at the FIBO.
Yep, looks good.
And I always thought he was short.
He is short.
No, he's not.
Isn't he like 5'6"?
No, that's what I thought too.
He's like 5'8".
No, I'm telling you, he's at least 5'10". No, he's not.
No, really?
I bet you.
How much you want to bet?
Whatever, I bet you.
I'll bet you steak dinner.
Okay.
We got Hit Smoke King on stage. Amazing shape. I think he turned pro at the North Americans a couple years ago, I believe, maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Beautiful shape.
He's got really, really good shape. But again, that condition is only that shape. When you're not in condition, will carry you through the amateur ranks, but it will not do it for you in pros.
But Ford, you know that sometimes you can be in condition, but then the skin is still so thick.
Yeah, I don't believe that, Dennis. I believe it. I think this is still 2-3 weeks of dieting.
Yeah. But even
if he's in shape, yeah.
I'm looking at guys like Samson,
yes,
Andrew before. A lot of Africans have that thicker skin.
I agree with you, but if you look here from the back, that still looks to me like there's some body fat left to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he needs to get harder. But I'll tell you this. There's another guy in the future. You will definitely hear a lot.
100% agree with you. He's got amazing shape.
Because he's got all the body parts.
Yes. Yeah, once they figure out that last piece of the puzzle, which is just conditioning and presentation, this is going to go far.
Thank you.
He got a full set of hair.
Your next competitor from Slovakia.
All right, we got Big Michael Krizo up next. Looked really good when he initially came out here.
I'm so impressed with Krizo, man. This is so wild to see in person, man. It's like
the quality muscle that he has.
So dry and crisp. Arms, I think he's doing a great job of controlling the waist. That's a little better than last week. He's figuring out the posing, man. We look at him hit that side chest here. Absolutely perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely better, not shaking quite as much.
He seems to have control over his body. Not like losing the shot. He's kind of staying in it.
To see if he can get in that back double again. Not bad.
There's a little bit of an asymmetry, but that's being really nitpicky. That condition is hard to ignore. You know, he might be the hardest guy in the show. I don't know.
I don't think he's harder than Sasan. I think they're both equally conditioned, but he's just bigger.
Yeah,
that's why it's more impressive.
Yeah. All right, changed up how he's hitting that Abenthai from last week. Last week he was hitting it a bit on a kind of slanted angle. You know, took some advice from Tyler, I think, and changed it up there.
I think that Abenthai was a lot better.
It's definitely better, yeah. Look, it's never going to be his strongest pose.
But in the last 2 years, he improved tremendously.
Huge.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even think he could be this good.
He's very good.
Walter Martin.
All right, we got the vet, Walter Martin. Done a couple shows this year. Is it Detroit? I think he did New York as well, right?
I believe he's closer to 50, is he not?
Yeah. And listen, this is the best he's ever been.
Man, he's getting better with age.
I'm not sure how old he is exactly. I know he's older.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's holding on to his quads.
Yeah, he's got good muscle.
That's old man muscle right there.
Great Abenthai.
great showing for Walter.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, Walter. Please welcome from Canada, Christopher Miller.
I think this is a dark horse. I want to see him. I really hope he gets a lot of time to pose with everybody.
That's a big boy too.
Quads obviously still need to come up, and you can see a bit of asymmetry between the left and the right. The right quad just missing a bit on the sweep side there. I mean,
yeah, there's a lot of things to improve, but it's just the overall size and condition is very good. Like, that's a massive guy. That's a huge back.
Yep. Like, really good conditioning.
Look at that. The thickness of the hamstrings, like, I think his biggest weak point is maybe just the quads are a little bit straight.
Yeah, and a little bit of herniation you can see just above his midsection there, like right above his
How much do you think that herniation hurts placings, Ian?
I don't think the herniation itself does. I think it's what it affects in terms of the ability to control that lower abdomen.
Right.
Which you can see sometimes he just has a little bit of lapses in, but overall really good.
Please welcome Patrick Moore.
And our final competitor, Patrick Moore. Done a couple shows this year, coming off a 6th place in New York.
Patrick's got such a deceiving physique. You don't realize how big he is.
Yeah, super wide clavicles.
Once you're standing next to him, it's like from shoulder to shoulder. It's like 4 feet across. Which makes his waist look even smaller than it already is.
This is a solid look for Patrick.
I think Patrick could get ahead a lot of these guys if he just kind of would come in maybe 5% sharper, 10% sharper.
Yep.
I think his shape and muscularity is big enough and nice enough to get ahead of.
Can you get ahead of Blessing?
I think so. At this show?
Yeah. I don't know. He beat Blessing.
He did beat Blessing, but from the back right now, he's not displaying very much condition. So I don't know. The thing is, if Blessing can't control his stomach during the posing rounds, then I think Patrick will beat him.
Hey, and always keep your with me. Guys, we got no choice discretion. If he survives,
if you got a tiny waist like Patrick, you can get away with a little less squat sweep.
Yeah.
All right, so that wraps.
Blessing's in there. You called that, Dennis. So far, so good.
10 Sanson and 12 Michael.
All right, so we got a 6-man.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, Sassan is in there. Yeah, we got 6-man.
All right, so we got Brandon Curry, Tony O'Burton, Raphael Brandau, Blessing, Sasan, and Crizzo.
The size of Crizzo is absolutely overwhelming to everybody else.
Right back to Tonio and Crizzo battling out in the center.
Brandon, Blessing, switch.
Yep, that's what it looks like to me, too.
Gentlemen, you use up some room, spread out.
All right, here we go. Shape versus mass is what we got.
One double bicep. Wait.
Front double. I think Tonio is just too perfect, even though Crizzo is absolutely.
Crizzo is one big boy, though.
Dennis, what do you think when you see that? You see somebody size of Crizzo, but Tonio...
Size is unbelievable,
Right.
but I just can't... I have to go with shape and size. It's not as big as Crizzo, but he's big enough to beat a guy like him.
Yeah.
Back double bicep.
But let's see, let's keep him up there and see who fades away.
You can really see the conditioning on Sasan. Crazy.
I look at Sasan and Rafa. I definitely have Sasan ahead of Rafa there.
I agree.
Side tricep. Dominoes and thighs.
Brandon, like you said, Dennis, just a touch off.
It's just
But
not hard enough.
Looks great though.
That's when I can understand.
Yeah.
When when freak beats shape, because if shape is not on, then it's I'm okay with it.
Michael Antonio switch. Blessing and Raphael.
They're going to make them go round for round because they're so close. And Crizzo is learning how to pose right. Let's see if he can.
Yeah, but he shouldn't just stand there like this and let everything go.
That's what I'm saying. As he gets tired, let's see if all of it fades away. I think they're pretty content with the top 4 they have there.
Yeah.
They seem to have Crizzo, Tonio, in no particular order, Cessan and Brandon as the top 4.
Front double bicep. Front lat spread.
Crizzo still keeping it together, hitting the shots well. Shaking a little bit, but the shots are still hitting properly. That front lat spread looks better on him too.
Back double bicep. Back lat spread.
The back double bicep for Tonio is hard to ignore.
Definitely improved from Crizzo, though. He's definitely
His
getting more
lat
open.
spread too. Tonio's lat spread is unbelievable.
Lat spread's incredible.
Yeah, it's hard not to give those shots to Tonio.
Yeah, especially that lat spread.
Even with Crizzo being as big as he is,
Side tricep.
the way the physique is put together, it's just too perfect. Tonio doing a good job of holding that stomach in.
Downward and dive.
Crizzo is also doing a good job at hiding his obliques
Yep.
and his
Yes.
transitioning when he turns to the side.
Yep.
But you should blow it out before you bring your arms up. I think he can fix it. I think he can still work on that.
Yeah.
And if he can fix that, then he's even more dangerous.
I think that doesn't look like it's. I feel like as Crizzo there got a little bit tired at the end, the stomach started to come out a little bit more.
Nathan, Ronald, Christopher, and Patrick.
The second call out here: Patrick, Chris, Ron, Nathan, Wellington.
Wellington and Ronald switch.
All right, putting Wellington in the center there.
Front double bicep.
What do you think, Dennis? They're going to bring him back. Are you going to bring back the top 2 or top 4?
Top 2.
Front lat spread.
Because it's not even close.
I agree.
It's between the 2 and that's it.
I actually think as that posing round just came to an end, if they would have done one more round, Tonio would have added no problem.
Yeah.
Because Crizzo looks like he's starting to fade a bit with his posing.
Back double bicep. Back lat spread. Side tricep.
Chris Miller, by far the best conditioned guy in that lineup.
Yeah, definitely in this group. Wellington might be just overtaking him a little more with that just roundness in the shape. A little more completeness, roundness in the quads. But conditioning is definitely exceptional.
I feel like this is a missed opportunity for Patrick.
Yeah.
I think Patrick could have been in that top group. He was a little bit sharper. I do think his physique is a little bit better put together than Blessing's. He's just leaving he's leaving it on the table by not coming in sharper than he is.
And then front double bicep.
Is that only one biceps with Ron that's peaking and the other one?
Yeah, one's better than the other. I see the crazy thing about Patrick is he beat Blessing, and now Patrick's gotten worse, but Blessing's gotten better. I think it's just like, you got to stay on it. If you're gonna keep competing, you got to stay on it.
Back double bicep.
Let's go.
Back last break.
What's the worst thing that can happen with the morning you wake up, the morning of a show? Ian.
Side tricep.
I mean, depends on what time your prejudging is. I mean, if you got an early prejudging, waking up too flat in a hole you can't get out of can be definitely a scary thing.
You know what the worst thing for me was? When you wake up in the morning, you wake up and you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you want to get that look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you look at yourself, it's like, oh, no.
This isn't what I dreamed about.
Yeah. I was hoping it's going to look better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
I don't know about you guys, but as shows would get closer, I used to have nightmares of showing up the day of the show, and I'd be like hairy or untanned or fat, and I'd have nightmares about this leading up to the show.
Oh, yeah.
And welcome.
Oh, if you wake up and everything is on.
Yeah.
And you're excited.
Yeah.
Now you can't wait to get to the damn
I know,
venue.
just get there, get this while I look
So
good.
now you have hours that go by until you get to the venue. You go backstage. They got them little mirrors there.
Yeah.
And you pump up before you take your clothes off.
Yeah.
And then that walk with the mirror.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, is it still there?
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Roller and dignity switch. Front double bicep.
Our final group here, we got Devon Barnes, Walter Martin, Timothy Klein, and who's our final competitor there? And Smoke King.
Side check.
Again, with beautiful shape.
Yep.
Just not displaying it. A little bit harder,
Back
You
double
see
bicep.
other things too, though. Like, that top group, they're very dense. Like Tonio, even though he's a smaller, structured guy, he's got a lot of muscle. He really packs it on, right?
Back break.
And so you look at him in comparison to these guys who are in like the last group, and you see the difference. It's just the level of muscularity is very different. Then on top of that, you add the conditioning.
Dominoes and dive. Relax. Divine and Timothy switch. Divine and Walter switch. Your favorite bone muscular. Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
All right, they're gonna bring out
Let's see what we got
top
here.
3 here.
2-man,
Top
3-man, 4-man.
What do you think, Dennis? 2 or 4?
I'd like to see the last two because
Raphael.
Nope.
they're going to do the other guys first.
Santos.
Oh, they're doing 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll do 2
So
after.
this is the judges here are looking at placing
through 6.
3, 4, 5, and 6. They're basically telling everybody that the top 2 they have is Michael Krizanek and Tonio Burton
Blessing switch.
are going to be in first, second now. So these 4 are battling it out.
This will be our first comparison, getting Brandon and Sand right next to each other. They were on kind of opposite sides of that first group, so we'll get to compare them here.
They're kind of signaling here that they have Raph on the outside of this group. Blessing. And Sesson holding up well against Brandon, but I think Brandon just has a little bit too much muscle.
Yeah, definitely a little more roundness and density, but obviously the conditioning of Sesson definitely shines there.
But I don't know if the conditioning is enough to, is far enough ahead of Brandon's to take away from the size difference.
Well, we'll see from the back here. I mean, pretty big discrepancy.
Right now, for me to be honest,
yeah,
I would have Sesson beating Brandon because
I would too.
You can't ignore
in the back shot
how much better he is condition-wise. And yes, Brandon is bigger, but Brandon he's far away from being on.
And in the back poses, I'll agree with you for sure.
Yeah,
I think from the front he's a little bit better, and especially from the side. But in the back, Sesson really kind of outshines him there. Yeah, like in that side shot there, even though Sesson's better, I would take Brandon.
Just the roundness and kind of flow to it.
Too much, But from the back, it's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, that avid thigh definitely give to Brandon.
Do you guys think that the back poses for Sesson are enough to give him the push over Brandon?
I don't know.
You got to remember, Brandon placed 7th at the Olympia last year.
8th, yeah.
7th. 8th. And Sesson, I think, was 15th.
Yeah.
So it would be a really big deal if Sesson beat him.
All right, here's our top two. We got a repeat of last weekend with Tonio and Crizzo.
All right, Dennis, I'm going to ask you to go through them. And Ian as well. Front double bicep, who do you got?
It's such a toss.
I got Tonio.
Yeah.
Okay, Tonio, front lat spread.
I got Tonio.
Tonio on the front lat. Yeah.
Okay, I agree with both of you.
Side chest.
Side chest.
Now this is going to be hard to beat Crizzo here.
Tonio's doing a better job of it, though.
Yeah.
Still Crizzo, though.
I got Tonio.
I got Crizzo on the side chest.
I got Crizzo that side chest.
Next 2 shots, I got Tonio.
The next 2 shots for sure, I agree with you on that. Tonio's going to have these 2 shots pretty handily, I think.
Well, I'll be honest, I got Tonio winning.
Yeah. I just found it, for the people at home, to help them understand why, it's important to kind of go through the shots and explain why he's beating him. And I think it's really the fullness and the balance that Tonio's displaying.
If they switch sides one more time, Tonio's going to put a stamp on it.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because the more tired Crizzo gets, the harder it's going to be for him to keep posing with him. And Tonio looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
There's a big discrepancy in that shot. The most muscular, Crizzo's going to walk away with that, I believe.
That's Crizzo.
Switch places.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to switch places here. And basically what they're doing is the judges find it to be close. So they're going to keep working them, and they're going to keep working them until somebody fades. And when that person fades, the other person's going to win. And that's what we're seeing here. Crizzo does seem to be shaking a little bit more in his posing.
But he's holding it together pretty well. Midsection control seems to be pretty decent still. Not sweating anything too bad down the body or anything.
I do think he's starting to breathe a little heavier, though.
Shaking a bit in the legs, I see, yeah.
It's going. We'll see. He's holding it together.
Yep.
Tonio does look good in that side chest, though. The new way he's posing it does look nice.
Back double bicep.
You know, Crizzo's obliques are an issue because it's like you can almost see them from the back.
Not almost.
Sorry?
You can see them from the back.
Yeah, and it kind of almost like hurts the pose even more.
He definitely made some good improvements in that back double from last week, I think, and how he's hitting that. Back lat, you can still see some asymmetry in the lower lats there.
Yeah.
He's having a little bit of trouble getting it open.
He looks uncomfortable.
But he does have a lot of real estate, though.
Yeah. But the back double, I think, is definitely, he closed the gap a little bit on that.
See if he can hold that waist. It does not look as tight. Oh, there he got it. He pulled it in.
Yeah, not quite as tight as earlier rounds, but doing a decent job.
You see him covering up that waist with his arm between poses so he can catch his breath. When he opens up his arms to that most muscular, almost takes away the waist, takes away from it.
Concludes round 1. Back to you, Bob.
Boys, what do you guys think?
I got Tonio still, I think.
I got Tonio as well. So Tonio, Crizo, Brandon, Sassan, or Sassan, Brandon?
I'm going Sassan, Brandon.
I have to agree with you, Ian.
Yeah, I'm going Tonio,